So for the year ending March 2025, we've delivered, just announced $3 billion mark in terms of turnover at a group level, including Ethiopia. By the way, now Ethiopia contributed 10% of that, of the growth. We announced 11% growth at top line level, and then 11% growth at net income level, if you exclude minority interest. And this includes taking into account some of the startup losses that we've seen in Ethiopia, and also some of the impact of the currency reforms that we have seen. So it also shows that very strong performance in Kenya, 11% double-digit growth at top line, and also 13% bottom line. And the growth has been broad-based. If I start with Kenya, our voice business is very solid and very healthy. We are continuing to see growth in usage as we allow customers to utilize and to create their own bundles. So whether that is combining voice and data, determining when they want to make calls and when they want to use data, using big data and AI to target customer segments depending on their need. Mobile data, our M-PESA business, and also what we call fixed broadband, which is home and enterprise in terms of, has grown double digit, which is very strong. We are growing customers very strongly. We are growing usage of across the board, and also we are growing earnings per customer. At the same time, we are continuing to deliver value. So we did not grow the business through price increase. We saw a 3% or slightly more than 3% reduction in price on mobile data. 56% of all transactions on M-PESA are free. And then on voice, we saw more than 10% reduction in price. So we are growing our business by growing customers and growing usage. And one of the reasons why we are growing customers is we continue to expand the customer base. So for example, on mobile data, we know there's a lot of customers who don't have 4G devices. Only about 40 to 45% of the total population has 4G devices. So we have grown 4G device acquisition this year by 33%. So allowing customers to either change their 4G device or move from a 3 or 2G device to a 4G device on a pay-as-you-go basis, using an affordable price, and using a credit proposition that allows the customers to operate. And also because we have EDAC, which is the local manufacturing facility, we can be able to provide that. So use of 4G, accelerating use of 4G is important. We're also seeing improvement in the use of 5G. So now we have almost 1,800 sites that are on 5G. We have 1 million customers who are using 5G. So that is actually fantastic. But there's still a lot of runway on the mobile data. So we need to continue to allow customers to move from 2G to 4G. And it's only 23 million customers who have 4G devices in this, at least on our network. On the financial services side, we continue to innovate. On the credit side, we are offering merchant overdraft to our enterprise customers on the base of successful launch on the consumer side with Fuliza. We launched Zidi, which is a new baby, which is democratizing access to investment. So you can invest as low as 100 shillings. You can just transfer it from your M-PESA to Zidi. You earn some interest. I've been earning interest since we started. We now have almost 10 billion assets under management if you combine Zidi and Mali. So going forward, and Zidi is very popular. If you're a boda rider and you have some money you earn for the day, you can put it there. If you're a mama boga, you can put it there so that you earn interest, even a day's interest. And then investing and withdrawing is free. So we are seeing, and also we've also launched device insurance. So we'll expand that. So innovation, improving the way we target customers, giving people more devices, and continue to invest on our network has been fantastic. And then, of course, for Ethiopia, we very, very strong business. We now have 9 million customers. We have a network that is about half the size of Kenya in just 3 years. And we are starting to see real momentum in that business.